Mechia obi biara a obeba so mesere o eni die kwan so a oba so a na wa share video no ama me na onim Jnana so a you can tag Jnana. I respect him a lot. Nana Oforida kon I greet you. Farouk Salifu mechia o mesere mo se munim Jnana on me ma tag no. If you know him, tag him and call him that. He made a video concerning our ancestors. And the video mono all try and say and no we are religious people. Alex, I see you, Nanajima, you are welcome. And a lot going on. I love that man because I started following him during my emancipating period. And then we are going to play his video a little bit. You better born a video no on. Now my church assemble because let me tell you the truth. We have been mentally enslaved. And that God, G-O-D, that God, you can't do G-O-D, no. That was the same thing our oppressors, they used to enslave our ancestors. And to me, Nana Shady, anywhere I stand, I have evidence, I have proof, say, there is no God. God never exists. Today, I am going to give my point of view. We are going to listen to Jnana or no so Diana or Kan Yeno. Yebetie a yard chere. The Okan Yeno, menene wo afa 50%. I'm not going to refute all his facts. No. What he said, Owen Jnana and what he said, you know, Yebetie na ya chere asiye because I was say a man African, especially the black man, and who say there is no God. G-O-D, now you the God, now you see on the creator of everything. No, nothing like that exists. So today we are going to learn, we are going to teach, we are going to play the video from your friend is Jnana. Does God exist? To me, to the black conscious family, that word G-O-D, God never exists in any place. G-O-D as the supreme being, G-O-D as the creator, or no boy no, it doesn't exist, and it's full of lies. And that same G-O-D, and no na ye yusu ya ye di enslave ye, and never chere number 2 for say we should get away from the God and the Jesus effect. Today I am here. Now I was replying in time, but I will say that. Before we come out, we don't just come out like that. So today we are going to Abian Bebrese Machiao, a Kriamo Boats and Machia, Kwame Owusu, Kwame Gogo, Nana Kwame Munina Machia, Pachosama, Mon Share Mame, move on to the other groups in Namontaki Jana Mame, Bachomeba, and Mebabo, and the Visiadi and Babu name your money be. Now, Yakoso, and Cherry.
So later I sent a message to the person and said, but Ali said, who will views beer? Can't you share that views without, sounding so insulting? And I sent the person a very lengthy message, but up to date, now responding. But not in the time who will be now, or more responding to my comment, So up to now, maybe that last question.
Jnana,
so I thought that, people are having some perception. So I thought that it is very important. Say, and then my name will be discussing, and I hope say Obia share video way today. I really want to open up.
Obia share way, so mommy. Why?
Today I don't know. I'm very fired up. I look very quiet, but I'm really fired up because I think say some discussion way idea. As I said, Obia T. Volume no phone. Say please more volume. Okay, mommy 1 minute. Right, I'm here. So right. Okay. And I feel say we a topic here, OBBS should have some interest. Now, the Hamene say, ye yamana be say, OBBS na ebia onji abrofu tradition endi. OBBS na onji say Christosum endi. OBBS onji Christosum dia wasi ono ye Africanist no. So anybody can say there is no God.
Muntio.
Na mi bi ani ho. Na omo kan me na besi bi to say yen nananom our ancestors before na straight trade eba no na omo ni nyame. You see the point? You see, so anybody na me dey debate here on Facebook, most of the times on the type I am mentai any debate I say under Obi post as na ye be debate no mentai any. But I just say be here. So I will just asking questions. I say okay. Yankopon bi ani ba bia. There is no God. There is no Jesus. I mean, or so many things. So because I say, do you mean say there is no God? The actual no be my term say, you know, there's no God. Can't you use your brain?
All right. So Jnana title no. Why would anyone assumes our ancestors didn't know the supreme creator before slave trade? Na say or catch say yana nanomo no omunim the creator and now say omunim God God na ene ba be kire wase say that is a perception that we all know we came to hear. Minia momenti asem enti oka na wa kire adikro nti a ono ese yana nanom enim God. Minia make sure the difference between God and nyame na say God, according to the English word God na yes say he is the creator of everything no say ye de ba akan kasa mu nyame ana nyankopon a enye pe enti enne mesere mo moma ye nyina ye mfa adesua no na me ye bone de no na ma kire ase na me so me de me so me de aba so that we will all learn. Does God exist? Did our ancestors believe in God? Ancestors ye na nanomo no bebre say na omoje nyankopon di na omoje otwedi ampon di na otwedi ampon ne nyankopon ni nyame na ye na nanomo na omoji ni di no eye sa God na obia e kan no ana Jnana pa kire say eye sa God no ye na nanom e believe say obi ho aye fe no twedi ampon ana obo ade oye ono ane bo bibia ono ne bo ni panyina ono ne bo your friend say insuo ni mu nyoma nyina. Today I am here to tell my people that there is no one God. There is no one God who created everything. I am going to prove it today. As he is still going on.
I smile and I laugh. I went to check and said, you who you do bring to me. But the fact that they say in Facebook, the video will be our nagging. I mean, we have to agree to disagree. That is it. We don't have to insult ourselves.
All right.
But I have a platform, so I decided to say, let me teach people. Let me teach. So people will understand the fundamentals when it comes to say some religion, tradition, and culture. People need to have the right perception.
And
you know, under that post, you know, nipa no me no back and forth no or ya because say already he believes in only common sense. So I asked him say, so we are saying that no. I mean, or can't them say, and you'll be on the boy, or say, no, yes, there is a creator. I'm the one there. Making Mupa won't say one person was and one person would contradict it. I'm okay. So if there's a creator, why in a country will say there is a creator? Now, say if there's a creator, now, what you know, boy, and you so you Emia, you assassin, you eja. Yehuipa. It is all a creator. And no. Yehu creation.
You see, welcome.
They ain't a creator, no. Yehu. But I don't say, and then you were very serious and you discuss what you know. You should like the video, you should share it.
Yes, share the video, please.
I really want to explain some things that, like I said, this video a trend with social media, so that people will understand. Mama, I'm brainwashing crowd for na you can't say when we don't even have even the facts. na ya abeye say e ya abrofo na bi Nyankopon baaye and abrofo na be kire yen say nyame bi wo ho. See, pay attention, and I hope say you be years attitudes we know you will understand where you stand. You will understand where you stand, and you will understand say you are among people and they don't even know, they don't even understand what they are talking about. But when they are very confused, this is how they speak. So this person, I so I will say there's a creator. They indeed, and a creator, the creation, no, me tell me who the creation, no. Many to me who as me who so, me who eja, me who dua, me who nipa, me who amoa. Now I know or ye creator, no me who no. I know be too much say. Yes, we cannot see the creator because the creator is spirit. Now beside say, me pa to when the catcher say, sa creator no your spirit. Now so your spirit say not here. I don't know, maybe that question say, why do you want to know? Now I say yes. I want to know because I want to use my common sense. Huh? You see, many people claim to be free thinkers, but they are not. They don't really understand. Say the identity here. But we saw the baby and know what to do now. So today we want to, systematic. Today I'm not going to rush.
Okay.
We will systematically digress this subject matter. So, Brofono and a dinner some eba Africa and a Bible. And they say, so Brofono and a dick Yamasum eba Ghana Hayana. This is the subject matter, and today I want us to really digest this subject matter.
But you
we want this video to trend, so that I don't want to be here. There are times when a blind man leads blind people, they will automatically or spontaneously fall into a ditch.
Okay.
As will be only bibi. Now claims only bibi no. So when you're very careful, bibi or baby na that person will assume so only to know him. And until when you begin to ask questions, that's when we will understand that you don't know. So when you only won't be questions, you will never know. Say you don't know. See, if you don't ask questions, you might not know. I can see the creation, I can touch, I can feel the creation there. Then I must also see, feel, or see or perceive the creator.
Okay.
So I say, yes, that's the question I asked him. Say, if every creation must have a creator, which I believe, so I can see the creation, I can feel the creation, I can perceive the creation. So why is it that I cannot see, feel, or perceive the creator? Then the answer is say, because the creator is spirit. Now we say, okay, so spirit, and why the country will say the creator is spirit, or how did you know say the creator is spirit? Or say a common sense, and actually say creator is spirit. Now okay, then use your common sense to explain to me or describe to me that spiritual nature of that creator. We are human being. You should ask. The see I'm no say. The see I'm no say. So we are again say the Jnana can a final. I tell you say you will never tell your person learn by inquiries. Ubebisa. Anything you go to school.
Very good.
Before so be a doctor no. And so you will be able to move bisa and some fear. Think any nature what you want to do. There will be a question mark for you to answer. Because now then you should be able to tell me the color of charcoal.
Okay.
When I say understand our history.
Okay.
Okay. We need to learn. See the Americans say Christianity and Kasana and yet a bag and how Christianity bas as we so about 2026 years ago. Prophet Muhammad Obaya or the Islam by Islam by about 1,626 years ago. And before saying Christianity, any mass as we so. And Profuna Portuguese for name, Britain for no Monday, a yes, I is of Tonaba, Africa, Hagana. Come on, that is so soon, and were they not worshipping?
Okay. Very good question.
Huh? Me say, Before say Christosum ever basa su was ever Africa ha. 14th century dabi. Christosum before say ever basa su we so no. Na sa Portuguese for no British for no. Were they worshiping? If you're able to answer this question, we say all the questions you've been asking people are very hollow.
Let's listen. We are learning today, man.
We say the question you've been asking other religious groups are very hollow because even before set na Bible on the Bible so before the Quran the Bible so no. Sa abrafuna nkasa na omba be enslave ye na omodi kisoso ne bae no. We don't know having any worship. Okay, say no, I will tell you something.
One here, no, he has made it clear. Why I like us to listen to him, they say he made important, your friend is saying, point, and we are not going to refute his point because number one, he accepted that Christianity came into Africa. Listen, everybody, he has accepted that Christianity came into Africa to enslave us. Oh yeah, Harikrishna niyo. Oh yeah, very good. He's very good, no doubt. Onimadie na emomo no nyoma bi ewo ho no ma on ye nyina ye bete ye no we have accepted it like that, and today I want us to tell you that, or I want to tell you that we need to change our ways because nyoma bi a ye bete ye no eye broni na de ma ye menua mo mentie ni yo. Today I'm here to teach for free. Or see, if there is no God in Africa, then you are totally foolishness. Me pacha often our baon into tobo. Me minyan chere me die no say why I am saying there is no God. Minyan chere ase enti Nico Nick oba member ye me na me untimi ye me yesen. You have to learn sense. Okay, enti number one, what accept to say Christianity came to Africa and they used Christianity to what? To enslave us. What accept it. Let's continue. You bob on the point no me the baby. Well, accepting number one, said Christianity came here and they use it to enslave us, and Islam too. So what you say? Now, okoso kasaya say there is a God
in history.
Okay, let's listen.
Go back to your history. The history will tell you say now you was suma your friend say paganism.
Okay.
Paganism na ya suma na ewo ho a na sa Roman Empire omo time no na omo nyina pagans. They were paganistic followers. So before say Christosum ebeba, before say Christosum ebeba no abrafona nkasa na mbaba enslave ye no, they were actually engaged in worship or religion.
Okay.
Now omunya ma Africa 14th or 15th 17th century no, they were not even thinking of anything in Africa, but they were worshiping, they were performing religion.
Okay.
Na ma o ma di mu da say omuntu kwa emra baby embe enslave nkrofo na omu fa Bible na Quran no emra emeda ada nkrofo adin. They were worshiping. So you go back to history and ask ourselves, say Bible no you be idea, so Quran you be idea, or person know what they enslave Africans. Before the Bible and the Quran came, no, those people na ya bro for no ya Portuguese for no British for no where
Bluetooth mode. FM mode. AUX mode.
You get what I'm saying? Before people were still religious. They were practicing religion.
Now
their religion was pagan.
Okay, now let me address him here. Me pacho he ayade amenu mienu ye bete ye ye ka kire yen say our ancestors, they were religious people and their religion was pagan. My brother, today I am here to tell you, say, our ancestors, when we are trying to connect our root, everybody will understand. If you are learning, say our way of life, it is not religion. Our way of life, because we have been brainwashed. And Jnana, he spoke the truth, but then he mixed it with lies. Or say, before the coming of the Europeans, our ancestors were religious. They were worshiping, so they were automatically in a religion. And he made his acclaim that the religion that our ancestors were worshiping or were indulging themselves in is called pagan. Meaning, today, if you are an African, way of life, your ancestors were not pagan. There is nothing called pagan. My friend, abosomosomono, eye bronino and a trauma, ye ano kachire yen say, yeni and anomo dieno your friend pagan. Now let me give you something. Let's research the meaning of pagan. Obetiasi, minia, Jnana, me pronounce them rough. Onimadie, but me yenina no yesua de enti yekonsu bibia I will say deba. Me say today I am going to prove to you say our ancestors they might they might believe in God, not God, but a creator. Nameba. Momensha de wa. Say a meaning of pagan. Almost say a person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main world religions. And this is what we are still learning in school. This is the time for you to change your history. This is the time for you or for us as a black and Africans to know where we are coming from and what belongs to us. Muntie. Jnana is making a claim, say, before the coming of the Europeans, our ancestors were pagans, and that was the religion our ancestors, they were what? Inculcated in. After we hear pagan, a word that Bruni na de baye. Bruni de bano, or say, a pagan is a person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main religions. Meaning, or say, you become a pagan if you does not believe in the main world religion. Bruni no, I could see Bruni or you smart. Into moment change your history. Shadie, I could see Bruni and say, Obi biara you don't belong to the world religions, and if we talk about world religion, the monotheist, three: Judaism, Christianity, and Islamic, and then the world religions, those are the people that brought about monotheism. They believe there is only one God and a one creator. So let's look at their dictionary. The dictionary is telling us that we are pagans or Africans. We were pagans before the coming of the Europeans. Let me tell you something. Bronino and this our word way. Why? Because pagan here is trying to tell us that people that don't believe among the main religions, and the main religions in Ghana, the three main religions being Christianity, Judaism, and Islamic. And the embrofone catch we were religious and our religion was pagan. Why were we paganism? Because our ancestors, they did not belong to their world religion. And to me, the pagan, so your ancestors were not pagans. Hey, from today going, don't let anybody deceive you that your ancestor was a pagan. Oma and say pagan actually say obia osum abosom. Me ba dey abosom. Sa abosom na yaya no God small God. Charlie, today I have to open my people's eyes. Now munjai sa deception na omo dey deceive you no. Mo sha dey wa say me be kire ma dey. Mo ka say dey sua dey na mo soro ye ba na mo dey bia ba. Okay, yen sha dey. Hwe ye wo God ye say on the creator. And there was small God. Meaning, these two words, maybe these two words being the God, greater God, and the small OG, friends and smaller gods, it never existed. This was made by what? The Europeans. Listen and listen carefully. Jnana, you are a mistake because you still basing your argument on the primitive mind that we came to understand. Now let me teach you something. This God, yes, bigger God, any this small OG, it never existed in any place. It was the same ideology. This God was created by the white man. Obronina or the God in Ibrahim. And say, sa God with the small G, idol. My brother, listen. There never existed anything called idol, and there never existed anything called a supreme being, which is the God, who is the creator, and our small God, it belongs to our ancestors. My brother, wake up. Afe me ba be kire Jnana de me de wo be ko baby. Jnana say there is a God, and I will be a Christian for said there is only one God, and then he was basing his argument that before the coming of the Europeans, our ancestors they knew God, a creator, a obade. Me ba lecture say obade ana otwedi ampon na ye nananom enimu no. Our ancestors, many are here today, never believe. Even if you use believer, I will accept it because believing in something. 50-50. That means you are not sure. I mean, believe. Masa, my argument down in Sunday. The better my dear. And before no one, smart, but yana nanom amayan adwene ye be break omu code ni nyina ma omu code no me se ye be bia ni we are going to decode everything for you. Afi mon sha de wa ha. Jnana say before na before na by na yana nanom they believe in what? A creator. They believed in a creator. And the creator in Chi is what? Obo Adie. In other words, we have Nyame. In other words, we have Onyankopon. And we break him off. We say Nyankopon. Nyankopon na ye kano enye God, enye the supreme being. Minya ayade ayam beti ase. Now let's look at something. Jnana said our ancestors they believe a creator, and now to let you understand, believing in something means you are not sure. It means it is 50-50. And when somebody says that our ancestors believe in God, our ancestors believe in a creator, say na omo jine say me nuatieni me de batwi na wati ase na ye nananom won mo agine say le pacho wati ase our ancestors believe na ye nananom omo jidi na jidi in this fact no ekire say na won mo jine say ye wo obi ya ono ne bo ade nyina me pacho mo ntieni ye o Jnana de wanti ase no sa our ancestors believe you are right. Name believe no 50-50. Now let me show you how they believe in a creator and how they know a creator or they know gods. Now, believe and know. Know gods. There is two different things. Believing in a creator or God, believing in a creator or God, Believing in a creator or God means there might be somebody who is a supreme being. Believing means there might. It is not 100%. It means ujidi. Ujidi means you are not sure. So our ancestors, yes, they believe. Omujidi say, and omuhu say induane wo ho, se emboane wo ho, se insuane wo ho, abra omunim se de ebae dia. Then there might be a supreme being or there might be a creator on the born nyoma ni nyina. So our ancestors, yes, they believed but they never knew. Muntie ni ye. It remember I can't say there is God because our ancestors believe in God. Minia they believed in the belief no means omujene and omujidi. That means they weren't sure. Say they weren't sure. They weren't 100% sure. So that is what our ancestors, according to what God or creator or obadie, they believe. Now let's go to gods. Let's go to gods. Anyame. There is no God, but there are gods. Yeni nyame baako wo ho na emom ye wo enyame wo ho na meka say our ancestors they know gods eyampa because the difference between believing and knowing. No example, now who is the president of Ghana? Cindy Mahum. Who is the president of Ghana? So mi busa Cindy asem ana mi busa nanekuya you are here, thank you. Mi busa Aaron asem, mi busa Katrina asem. Say Katrine, Aaron nanekuya. This time, do you know that Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana, or you believe that Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana? Do we believe that Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana, or we know that Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana? we know that Akufo-Addo is what? It is the president of Ghana. And there is difference between believing in something and knowing something. So our ancestors believed that there is a God or there is a creator, but they didn't know. And to believing means even our ancestors, they be still the same when you're late. Even our ancestors, and now God be a den ewo na nim sa God no enti our ancestors never they never worship God. And me breaking your mama. Our ancestors, they never worship God. They never worship any God. Omo worshiping a creator never in history. And even today, do our ancestors or our culture or our custom or our way of worship tell us to worship God? Ebiniho, Jnana, you don't venerate. Munyinano, Mojai, Monanano Nioma, and Amafa Obidien Amoye, and Jnana, you don't know anything about our culture. You were bragging in your video, say, Unim anything. The only thing you know is, Dia Obetse, yes, sir, Yananamompono, na Omufre Obi Ochediampon, and he is the creator, no, and no a concept. Believing in a creator, no, a concept, but it is not reality. But our ancestors, they know gods. That's the difference. They know gods. Omunim enyame na omunim nyame. Yanananom almost some they worship gods, but they don't worship a god. Intimisremo se Jnana catch there and say yanananom munim se nyame bi wo no. Yes, they believe na omo dwene because the things they see no na ebro omo dwene so nti omo se ene obo ade bi a obo nioma ni nyina eyeden ewo ho. Not because say they were thinking, who created me? Please, I am not a creation. I wasn't created. I wasn't created. I was born. Hendrix, I wasn't created. I was born. So that's the differences. All right. So our ancestors, they know gods. And they believe that there is a creator. It is two different things. Believing means you are not sure. And knowing means you are sure. Say me, yeah, example, no. I know that Akufo-Addo is the president. I don't believe Akufo-Addo is the president because it is reality. And one thing we are failing to understand is that our ancestors, they deal in reality. And now they know gods. Example of gods, we have moon. Our ancestors know that the moon is a god and the moon is reality. They know that the sun is God. And they believe, or no, I don't use believe. They know that the sun is a god. And yes, we can see the sun. So they base their knowing on reality. They know about what? Creation. Creation are human beings, animals, the trees and the stars. They exist. The sun exists, the moon exists, and creation exists. But the creator, but that God now Mokano, he never existed. Muntieniye. Abilai mechiao. Muntieniye. Believing in something, what? 50-50. And yes, I accept. Sani claim now, can say our ancestors believed, it is true. They believe a God or they believe in Obo Adiebi because Obi and a boy, but they believe they weren't sure. So because of that, our ancestors, they never, remember Obi and Dada said they worship God. None of your ancestors worship God because God is not seen. And but they were not sure. And then say they knew and they know. They didn't believe because they work with the sun like we are all working with the sun today. They work with the sun like we are all working with the sun today. And they work with creation like we are all seeing creation today. So our ancestors based their worship or their way of life on what? Things that are reality. And they believed in thing that is not real. And they say, oh, buy an me let me use Akan. Or yes, Akan in Africa as a whole. Nobody or no culture worship a supreme being. None of our ancestors worship a supreme being. But if we are bringing about worship, some of our ancestors, they worship what? Gods. Now, let me take you back to ancient Kemet, where it is Egypt. Baby, a way of life, and worship or culture, or we can attribute ourselves from Egypt. When we go to the history of Egypt, in Egypt, they were not worshiping a god, that God, no. This God, no. In Egypt, they didn't have only one God. They didn't have only one God. If you go to Egypt, Krampona, if they are talking about God, example, they say Amen and Amenet. Amen and Amenet. Meaning they pay respect to not only one God, but they pay respect to, even if there is a God, there will be two gods. Amen and Amenet. So almost say ka anakat. Say yeba asantimemua. And the meba be kim ya chira say we don't even have only nyame. Tie meba ka chira ebia yenim. We don't even have only nyame. Nyame no asantimem anase akanmem ana African. The word nyame no, it doesn't exist on its own. We, our ancestors, anase in reality no, we pay respect or homage to what? To the two energies, being the male energy and the female energy. And see, if there is even a God, there is no one God, there is no one creator, there is no a supreme being, my brother. Yana nanom en kase nyame pe say ne bete ya ye kase nyame na emom on the real note no ye kase nyame ana nyame wa menua tie ye kase nyame for the female energy and nyame wa for the what? For the female energy. And I don't know why people are still having that intuition. Say our ancestors believe in one God. There be that, my brother. Believing, okay, let me use it. Ebia omujidi mejidi adia, that means I am not sure. And I can say omujidi say ebia obo adibu ha on the bone nyina. And they were not even paying reverence. They were not paying homage. They were not even worshiping that obo adia no. Debbie, it never existed in our way of life. We believe or we know that there are gods. There is no God. And to Mr. Dow, Memo Bian Dadao. I said, Memo Bian Dadao can't just say your God, God be afe. Mamesa Mufanko history. Say you can say etymology. The word God no. Meaning amuma yensua de. The word God no efri hin fa ne bae. Have you sat down to ask yourself? Enemy be what you know. The word God yes on the omnipotent. Yes on on the body nyina enti yen worshiping no me pa chaw. Say the word God no munim baby a efri bae. Have you sat down to learn about the etymology of words? So obeti that God na se kwana hu say a word that was borrowed. A word that the monotheist religion, being the Judaism, being Christians and Islam, almost the English people no, and they stole the word God to make it known that he is the creator. Even the God no, the Christians attribute it to he. Into Oyabama. That God no, Oyabama. And this God no, minia odemeba. You know to be I made the note say this is the note I made from learning about God. Minia God no broni na de be dada ye say ye wo obi a ye born na ni din God. Me pacho God bi ani ho. Now let me tell you something from what I made from my research I made. God na nkasa no sa God no minya two etymology where it came from. The first one was getting from GOTT. The Germanic word. Hey, man, let's learn. Hey, GOTT. GOTT. And I be so spelling no. GUTT. It is the meaning of what? God. Sa God in the God to know. Yenya free two etymology words. First one is GOT or GUTT, which is a Germanic word meaning a deity, meaning somebody who is a kind person. Meaning, and if somebody is screaming, if you come to the Latin Americans, when you are having sex even with a girl, so when oba have sex, Latin America, when he or she is getting orgasm, they scream, oh God. Now, God, in the Spanish, they call it Dios. Meaning, there is no one God. That's the whole thing. There is no one God. Dios. The Spanish people even call it Dios. And this Dios, it's just a word. Even when somebody say a girl is reaching orgasm, especially the Latin American woman, you hear that they will be screaming, Dios, Dios, Dios. It means it is a state when somebody is in, he can pronounce it. It doesn't mean there is somebody. Negros, black people, wake your asses up. That God doesn't mean there is a creator who created you. There is no God who created a white man and the same God created a black man. It doesn't make sense. How can you tell me that there is one God who created us, but that God gave religion to everybody? So that means God is religious. Nana ya watch it. I said, "Bra, you are so good." Minya, they pay me because we don't learn. We don't learn. And what we came to hear, no, ya jiatum, and I follow say, obad ye bi anywhere. Me na make a say ode worship Emma obia. Ope say who pay reverence to somebody. Me pacho go and search for your God. Go and search for your God. Cause the ode meba. Enti. First one I mean free GOT GUTT. It came from what? From the Germanic word meaning a kind person or a deity. German were also worshipping Jnana Ekaye. Yes, before the coming of the Europeans, they were also worshipping. And to our friend religion, our ancestors were not religious, but they were spiritually inclined. This is the differences. My people are not getting it. Our ancestors were spiritually inclined, but they were not religious. Who told you we were religion? It's a pagan. Pagan is not a religion. Pagan now say a religion. A bronina na trauma. So what you there is no one God. The word God, it means a kind person. Oh, the now, match now say a bronino ana oria God no. So the Bible, you know that the Bible is allegories mixed with cultures, mixed with some histories and lies. And the son of Bronino, or we are God, it doesn't mean there is one God. Meaning a mama arguing that. What it? Munchadi. Where me pacho me research research intino. Me kasa munfa. And I me research ba won't so bit my koye wodie. Shadie. God, God, is the deity. Look. Deity. So even if monotheist, the God is a deity believed by monotheist to be the supreme reality. So what you say? And monotheist, who is monotheist? Monotheists are the people who believe. This concept say there is only one God in the Bible. And only three religion group and the God by Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. There is only one God in the Bible. Why are we supposed to believe in only these three religions? Now, some monotheists if they are the people that brought God in power in their way when they were bringing it, they got to know that even the God is a deity. My brother, are you getting where I'm coming from? If God, we assume that He is the creator of the universe, He created everything. Even He is a deity. Antoine, is Antoine a deity? Yes, Antoine is a deity. Tegare a deity. Bosum Muru a deity. Bosum Pra a deity. Bosum Takofi a deity. And to make actually was said there is no one God. There are gods. Na bronini ebe da dawo ema ye jai yen enyame na ye someone no. And all this God we pray and say our gods are smaller gods. And all yeah small g. My brother, today I am teaching you. Today I am breaking the shackles from your mind. Never worship any god. Oh yeah, Santini, you are an African. Take that stupid thing. Say there is only one God from your mind, and pay attention to your gods. P Black mechiao 2, P Black 2 mechiao. Me pacho Mr. Coleman, jadi oyeno. If there is one God, why do you even see Haile Selassie? That means Haile Selassie is your God. And who is one God? Who created Haile Selassie? Mama agenda ho. P Black. Mention names of gods you know. The moon is a god. The sun is a god. And if you go to Egypt, they called Amen-Ra as what? The sun god. If you and God is a deity. If God is a deity, there are deities. There are deities. And God, no, or one of the deity. And God bimpo. If that God exists, he is a deity like our abosom. He is a deity like a friend saying, like Antoine. Only to me, Saji no only to me say Antoine. Oh, he doesn't even exist until the moment he. Monsha, I say this is from where this is from the monotheist people, often characterized as a male figure. I said it, man. Their God is even characterized as a male figure. And all in their books, they use he. All in their books they use he. But there isn't a way where we call God he. We pay reverence and homage to what? Gods, being the energy. And your amen and your amen ra. And I say amen amenet. Your cat, your kra. Oba yanswa your nyame and your nyame wa. So where? Why not just say unyame bakope? May catch yourself from today that God perception, no, it is or it was and it is created by the monotheist religion, being the Judaism, the Christians, and the Islam. One God in the Bible, there is no one God. And often their God is characterized by a male figure. He is believed variously to be the sole omnipotent creator, or at least the sustainer of the universe. They haven't even experienced that God. They haven't even speak to that God. They haven't even heard the sound of that God. So they believed. If you believe, that means you are not sure. But our ancestors, they know their gods. Because say, gods exist. Yes, gods exist. Antoine ewo Opa Jimmy. What do you Opa Jimmy? What do you also say Antoine doesn't exist? And our gods doesn't exist. And our bosom doesn't exist. What do you Jimmy? Now you kubo udia. Remember 3 days. What do you? Baby, remember 3 days. I will show you that the gods exist. But what do you? Mami we are there. Nakasa what the sa God no and our Jesus no and our no ebomiduya. It won't work. It is not going to work, and it has never worked in according to history. It because they don't exist. May say God doesn't exist. Who created me? I wasn't created. I was born. Now say oh history. As we believe. I will use belief. We believe that some people came from the stone. If you go to another culture, they believe that they came from the trees. If you go to another culture, and the African, our way of life, we never believed, or let me use believe here because we never know that there is a supreme being. So can you believe we say there is a supreme being? Adentina say oh koye culture anymore. We have different ways. Say ebi mu free duamu na baye, ebi mu free wemu na baye. Ekire say ye na no munim say and they believe there might be a creator, but there is not. He doesn't exist. Okay. I have to admit that I have a fondness of etymological dictionaries, and also as they are much more reliable sources than common dictionaries due to how much research must go into every term. Because if you are using the etymological dictionary now, every term will be around. They teach you how it came and how it has been used up to now. What you say? First one, say a god. After Sanskrit, I am using the Sanskrit because they believe that Sanskrit the Harikrishna for no and if I believe the X for no, I believe the word God no so me free honum the etymology me free. Let's read the etymology of the word God from the Sanskrit. I know people understand what a Sanskrit is. Sanskrit ni friends I don't know. Then those people believe in their Sanskrit. And because we believe say Buddhism, Hinduism, and all those people almost religion or much. But I don't believe Hinduism is a religion, but if they are going to take it as a religion, I'm find this. But any African spirituality, no, it is not a religion. From today going, let your people know that we don't have any religion called African religion and a traditional religion. African spirituality, and they came to store our spirituality and are already giving birth to religion. So religion came from spirituality. Spirituality gave birth to religion. So we are not religious. Is it hard for you to understand? Is it hard for you to understand? Say our ancestors were spiritualists, and because they were spiritualists, and spirituality, and they created religion out of spirituality. So from today, my sister, my brother, don't tell anybody that you are religious. If you belong to the African spirituality, we are not religion. We are not religious, but we are spiritualist inclined. And spirituality gave birth. Spirituality and a war religion. Muntie. After we heard the word huta. Ye kyerɛ mo adeɛ paa mo ka sɛ ye ne be Jnana blah 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 ne akasa Debbie ye de bibia ba na me person come frame me debate. I want Jnana to call me a debate, and we should debate on this, whereby we will bring up everything with facts, with books, with masa I learned a lot from Jnana. I can't dispute the fact. No cry ba kope Jnana mpone mama who say the ways of our ancestors are not bad. When I was emancipating, I was like, and there's a Bible and I'm going to be an atheist or whatever it is. But me bet see Jnana because I see him to be a spiritually inclined. And to me, one of his teachings, and was say, and the way of our ancestors are bad. So I sat down and I listened clearly to him. And Jnana ekachere and said, Debbie, the ways of our ancestors and numpo and the best way. And I'm saying, then let me go back and learn. And Jnana, I respect you a lot, and I give this credit to you because I devoted my time for only my own. That's how the whole thing is. That is why I feel proud, and I know that what I am saying is the truth when it comes to African spirituality, because I took almost 2 years to get deep into it. It made me slow. Me, so I say African spirituality. I can stand with any intellectual, anybody I'll say, oh no, we stand there on the basis of African spirituality. You can't stand shady. You can't stand Nana shady in one way. So you lie bad. Our ancestors believe in one God. You lie bad. It was a hearsay. Say the Bible ne brain and now o man me en read here enne yene yet me read, and this is the time for us to tell the truth history of our ancestors. Don't let anybody deceive you from the primitive history. Don't let anybody deceive you from the primitive history, because say you can say nananom esum nyame baaku bia eyentro. The word God no nananom no munim ade asechere. They brought English to us and we don't even understand, but this time we can read, we can analyze, we can understand things. And so this is the time for us to what? To dissect the word God. I am passing Yankopon Bakubino. There be minia. And say, maybe kakra. Say our ancestors might. That is conditional. Conditional. They believed, or they might have believed, say, or bad dear be on the body, but it is not proven. But they believe in gods. After we may call Jnana Wudi believe in the Sanskrit and the Bhagavad. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I even have that book. Jnana, I have that book. Okay, let's look at something. Since the Sanskrit word huta, this is the word huta, Huta, has been mentioned before, let's start by taking a look at the fact the word huta is an epithet of what? Indra. Now, say India for now, almost so Indra, they believe, say, Muntio, maybe dear. Say, you believe, everything is believed, but they don't have proof. Listen here. Indra in the Vedic, the Indra is the supreme god of the Vedic gods. Muntio. Jnana, ready and my boy, why? Meaning say, I know we deep say me, and a moment dear, but make a crime is who no. Mo Sanskrit no more word a huta. Right? Now huta no mo me hwe bia huta ni free buy. Indra is the supreme god of the Vedic gods. And Indra Nampono, or a supreme god of some gods, but not everybody, but not the omnipotent, but not the creator of everything. Meaning, the word God, no, it doesn't mean omnipotent. It doesn't mean on the body. That Indra na yeka say he is a supreme god, no. Look at here. It means he is a war god. And that god, no, or yeah, a god for war. And the Bible will say we don't have any one god, but we have gods for their purposes. Ye wo enyame any dear one eye ye ni nyame ba kwa obo enyame ni nyina. Debi enyame ni nyina no omu nyina wo de omu ye. And when they come together and they be abeka say omu nyina no in one, no, they are god. But there is no one god god bia on the supreme ba ko pe bi and bo bia debi enti me be free the kinim. The Indra, he was what? He is a war god. And being a supreme, no, he is what? He is ascertained or not the for Bakope, a god of what? War. God of war. Monsha Dewaha. Born to a sky god and an earth goddess. So what you say? Born to a sky god, this sky god no say me jin san and no make say ochedi ampon enti say make say o ye na no make say ochedi ampon po a enkyere say onyame bia obo nioma wo enkyere say onyame bia ono na e ba akope no bo nipa nyina da bi masa kire ochedi ampon na se because o making no e won video nim ochedi ampon no enkyere say there is only one god me kire mo ase born to a sky god and an earth goddess. And even the Hinduism, they know that there is God and goddess. So how can you tell me there is one God? Minya, how can you tell me there is one God? Old ways, all spiritualists, they know that there isn't only one God. Okay, according to this, Indra is a hammer god, which closely relates him to Thor. You know who is Thor? You know who is Thor? Thor is the god of Thursday when you go to Egypt, ancient Egypt. And you say Thor no, say Oba Asantemema or no anna your friend of Yao. We don't learn. We don't even know the gods in us. Also, they are relating the Indra god to the Thor god of Egypt. This Thor god of Egypt, is the tender god. In ancient Kemet, the Thor god is the god of Thursday. Odeba Asantemema, your friend of Nana Yao. Ananyame yaw ananyame ya, meaning the god of Thursday. And even our ancestors, they believe, and I not believe, they know, and it's somebody edini etoye, they know that each and every day is ruled by a god. So how can you tell me our ancestors believe in only one god? Jnana, please come back again. Please come back again. Please come back again. Because there is none a day or none in our way of life as Africans did we ever worship a god. No. We worship the sun god, we worship the moon god, we worship other gods, but nobody. And the free hanuma fatu trim say they don't believe in any god. God doesn't exist. God doesn't exist. And two say God doesn't exist in poor. Christopher then put it, I don't want to go there because more than if you are taking that God from the Bible, more than put it a concept. The God in the Bible then put it already a concept. Already come met me actually say he didn't exist. Or he never existed. That God in the Bible. No, put it already a kind it was a story written by somebody. Already a fake. But Jnana maybe a free bano. Or Kasa, he believe in our gods, and he is using our gods. He can't tell me he's not using our gods. He is using our gods. So what you say? Now, man, what it baffles me is, I don't know why he's still using Indian gods. If he himself believed that our gods are powerful, there, why do you have to go to India and use their god? To me, I think that is mental slavery. Sorry, but that's the truth. That is mental slavery. If you believe that the gods in Ghana and Africa are powerful, I want to ask Jnana, say, why? A reason. Why is he using, or are they going to India for their gods? Are they India? And they are personal. But just be a question, rhetorical question I've been asking myself. Maybe Jnana bet me at say, oh, believe say our gods are powerful there. Why then does he go for Indian gods? It's mean Thor, no, they even associated their god, as Thor. Thor is a god in Egypt. Ye the God of tender. Oba asantimema obi biara ye wo yawada bia no saa yaw na eda wo so no eye the God of tender, the God of yawada. And we don't have only one God. Okay, moment santuaso. What I am seeing through the lens of etymology is that the term God, muntieo, etymology nature say how words were being used in the ancient ways before the Europeans came to what? Stole it, and we are using it now. So the etymology of the term God comes from the Sanskrit huta. Mutie, Sanskrit no old writing so. Enti almost say sa God no embrofo no for free the word huta. Now what is huta? As it is the most supported theory via research from what I have been able to gather no say almost for free God no for free huta ho. And that's the term huta refers to Indra. And huta na embrofo no enso ewia God ni free no it refers to Indra. Madinka chere what is Indra? Oh, Bahanoma, Indra is the supreme god of the Vedic gods. So the word Indra now, the English people were thinking that the word Indra, which they took God from, means a supreme god. You know, they didn't even understand. And they didn't even understand. They just took something to brainwash us. Now people like me, I mean, time I'm not researching. You know, I can break all their lies. It's the whole thing is we don't want to learn. Very good. Mr. Coleman said, Yah is the same as Jah or Jah. That means if we are associating Yah as Jah, Yah is not only one God. Mr. Coleman, so what you say? So when I say Yah is the same as Jah or Jah, now see the connection over there. That Yah, no, it doesn't mean the omnipresent. It doesn't mean the omnipotent. Name that word Yah means the God of tender. That Jnana means the God of Thursday, and it represents only one portion of God. Mr. Coleman said, Jnana is a bomb. Jnana I'm not going to debate the facts, and I said defute or what. The fact that Jnana is intelligent. No. And dear. And not dear, I will stand for him. Onimadiano, most of his arguments is still based on the primitive mind that we used to believe. Mr. Jnana, Indra no, almost for free. No, almost say the term Huta refers to Indra. Now listen, the Indra, one of the first gods. Listen, Indra, one of the first gods of the Vedic religion, a polytheist religion that predates Hinduism. And when you talk about polytheistic religion, that is the kind of religion that believe in many gods. That's a polytheist. And monotheist means those three religions that brought about one God. And before the coming of monotheist, there existed polytheist. So are you trying to tell me that the polytheist religion or whatever it is, the only people that gave us God is Islam, Christian, and Judaism. That three religion, they be my brother. They gave us the God in order for us to channel our mind to only one God, and we forgot about our gods. That is where we were brainwashed. And to me, would you say, a brainwashed, a mental slavery. Wake up. Wake up. Now, to make it short, in a sense, the word God, I wish you people can see my writings. I wish some more writings, Kwesi Rabos, please don't be hard on him. No. Mr. Kweku said the who comes from the heart vibration frequency. Wow. Kwesi Rabos, don't be. No, I'm not hard on him. Actually, like I first said that. I first said it. Cosmo said, who wrote all the researches that you learned? When you are researching, you take it from all angles. You take it from all angles. Into the first one, me family every infant GOT God, which was taken from the Germanic, and another one which he might believe is from the Sanskrit, and I am taking it from his own to prove him, because Obeka say even those the Harikrishna they believe that there is one God, but I'm sure that they don't, because if they took the Huta from it, Huta means what? A God of gods. And there's nothing called only one God, my brother. And in the essence, the word God can be traced directly back to the one of the oldest gods. And the word God, they took the God from gods. Actually say, we have God of thunder, we have God of whatever it is. But there is not only one God. That God was stolen by the white man. It's so short. And to make a child will say God. God, no, it doesn't exist. He never existed. It is or it was used, and it is still being used by our oppressors to oppress us. That is why we are going to church. That is why we are going to mosque to worship only one God. We are lost. We are lost, my brother. And to tell us that God, you will be at the bread, Jnana, me pacha sabra biem. Media over debate, I mean, run out Sibia Massa, a debate on see the two, so what? And in essence, the word God can be traced directly back to one of the oldest gods. Oldest gods, even the Greek, they came to Egypt, Ancients came to learn. Socrates, Plato, they all came to learn. But they came to learn from ancient Egypt. Aristotle, they came to learn from Africa. But because we don't know if those people know what they came to learn from Africa. I was learning about the soul, soul, and what I was learning is like even our taste. They are saying that there is no spirit or whatever, but they can't even talk about the soul. Socrates tried. The only person who tried to convince us that the soul might be something. I think it's Plato, but on he didn't give what empirical evidence. God doesn't exist. It's a monotheist something that was brought by three religions: Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. We don't learn. We don't even know. Remember, I say there's only one God. Oh boy, because that God you can't prove it to me. You can't prove it to me. So what you say? So this thing. It's me pacho. Bibi no sa. Na what I mean to us na yentie no. Okay, can send be but because wa Jnana. What I mean ti. Obi busa question bi. Obi busa question bi. Me referee Obi busa question say enti okay, if there is one God adenti na God no, he gave religion to everybody. Minia, this is the question Ebia metime jamusi ha say. Se mo say God exists. Ye wonyame ba kubia. Adenti na sa God no. Or everybody religion on how to worship him. Say, let's ask questions. Young fun yoma and kwa jinjinim. And guess what be the class of money at Tiene. If there is one God on the omnipotent, on the omniscient, on the Bobby Bia, I want it to me more at Dana Sanya Meba Copeno or some religion. Are you serious? Are we serious as people who are ready to learn and know where we are coming from? Brempa said we they use bundle to watch not Wi-Fi. Cut things short. Mate. We bet me TT. What's paganism? Paganism is not religion.
Paganism was their religion. No one young me who saw Africa. So it means that religion was not created to come and enslave Africans. If you tell me say Christianity and nobody by Africa said they want to come and brainwash us, I can say be Islam and they be say brainwash. I will not have any problem with you. But if you tell me, say, religion was created just to come and brainwash the black man, I will tell you, say, one Kasano, we are very shallow and we are very hollow.
Yeah. I accept it. I accept it.
Because now, everything said, Africa, they were actually engaged in their own ancient religion.
What's it?
Paganism.
Ancient religion. In the ancient days, we didn't have anything called religion. Because religion, if you're talking about the ancient days, it comes from Kemet. Kemet didn't have anything called religion. Kemet was dealing in spirituality. And the pagan make a pagan ye word Bronino na deba suppress ye say we were pagans and we were what? Worshipping smaller gods. Who told you that we are worshipping smaller gods? May say we don't have any bigger God. We don't have any supreme God who is what? Powerful than our gods. Oh boy. was a God be.
And let me tell you, paganism is nothing different from African tradition.
Wow, listen.
Pagans believe in many gods. God of that, God of that, God of that. The same way the Africans believe in varieties of gods. See, let me be sincere with you. Nimidie is very powerful.
Can baby. We busan question me na 40 na.
Yeah, blood sacrifice. I know mukum ni bad sacrifice me na. Omukumwa. Yo. Meboa. When you say Judaism, a religion meboa. So Judaism is a religion. Paganism is a religion. And Christians never here. Why do you generalize everything? Say religion was created to enslave the black people.
And then I think we don't have to generalize it. But unim baby, mame, or say it's so funny. I have to accept it. Say we shouldn't generalize. Nyanka's religion was created to enslave Africans, right? Because he was making his argument. Say Judaism is religion, and then Judaism they didn't enslave us. The same as Buddhism or make us a Harikrishna and Omono, they didn't enslave us. But on a normal note, make us still no religion being Buddhism or whatever it is, they are still enslaving us mentally. They are enslaving us mentally. Number one example, Jnana. Number one, Jnana. What is a young fat religion enslavia? Why is it that you will not accept? Now, let me accept that Africans we are also joining religion. Nasa Jnana Ejidi say religion was already existing in Africa, and that our religion is powerful there. Jnana, why have you denounced the religion of Africa and you are there with Indian religion? That's the question I will ask you as an African. So simple question. I will ask Jnana. That guy is confused. We Africans gods are powerful than them gods. Yes. Me pacha kwame me da say yen abosomo omo na omo powerful esen gods ni nyina. There is no one god. Nemo broni ni ba ye na obehu say yen abosomo no omo ye so powerful no, and because they have to take our mind off no ano meka kire yen say ye wo god a ye frɛ no o god a obo ade nyina me pacha da bi yen dada no be dada ye enti moma ye ma ye ni enko yen abosomo no. There is no one another question. If we are even accepting say there is only one God that on the ball area minia, the question is this. Mommy accept it. Let's accept the fact say there is only one God that on the ball Sa God no. Say Yampa say he is the omnipotent God. Say Yampa say he is the omniscient God. Yampa say he is a loving God that odo na abodie nyina pepepe dia. Today I will tell you that God is biased. If there is only one God, how come the God created black man with melanin? How come that God created blacks with melanin and he created white people without melanin? Is he not being biased? Is that God not being biased? Minya, mama yentina sina yembusa questions. Huh? Say ye ma yenia da form. Na ya ji ya adwene efri sa God no so say on the boy yen nyina de a. Mama yenyi ya adwene efri so. Now we should concentrate on our gods. Eye sa na meka say sebi bia ye nananom ekodi echire, and that is why the white man was able to enslave us, because the same white man no anabeka kire yen say there is only one God. That God no God, supreme God with capital G. Na on the boy bibia on the boy yen smaller gods no a concept or the brain. Ana be a sebi yen nananom they bought it. Enti down they try to search for this supreme God. Na broni no so what was it? And you are searching for a supreme God, and the white man na odi who was it. That was how we were still powerful beings, but we were able to be enslaved. And to say no some mistake now. Me would say me I also cast there is only one God be sa God no or say broni na be kire yen dia. Minia, we are going to be enslaved, and now I call it mentally enslaved. It's a disease. It's a disease. It is a disease. Mentally slavery, no. A disease out. Why do you know? There is no one God, my brother. Praise God Baha. Praise God Baha. If you see yourself, Catherine, praise God Baha. How can an African man worship Indian gods? Man, that be my question. No, when you person because or can be say our ancestors knew gods and our ancestors were worshiping God, and then the gods of our land.
Don't tell me say religion was created to enslave the Africa. Say Omabede, almost slave trade. So before say no munya maye no nobody will create anything if you way any Bible, any Quran, a history of the Roman Empire.
You see, so all these gods were created.
But 1,000 years ago, so no more practice of almost our Jew or not, Jew for any pagans and anything. I know when you say you want to go for you telling me say a wound in Omuketi. One day I won't eat and Omuketi. Christianity, because they practice more than 1,000 years. And then of 14th century, or more back, how many ever pass in slavery. They are not a mind with a war or anything. They were practicing their Christianity long ago before
so they
there were people living at the other side of the sea. They were practicing their Christianity more than 1,000 years. When you say Judaism, a religion, why you will research, go to Israel and go to Israel and then go and learn their tradition. Go do for them. No see or more tradition.
So you see?
You
see? That is the whole thing now we don't understand. We have tradition. We have traditions and our tradition contains a lot of things. So we are not worshippers. And if somebody even tells you that we worship God, why not worship God? Africans never worship God. And Africans, we don't worship. When we talk about worship, I used to worship my parents because they are the people that feed me. So so I was worshiping them. When it comes to African spirituality, don't accept the fact that you are religious. Debbie! You are not religious. You are spiritually inclined. Spirituality, it gave birth to religion. And our way of life. Okay, religion is here. Someone say, religion. Religion is here. We don't have nothing like that. Before the coming of these English words, we knew our way of life. We pay homage. We don't worship. The only person that worship bosom is the fetish priest. We don't even know. And I didn't bomb say we worship. Many moments now who worship who? Me also me worship. I don't worship bosom. The only person that worship the bosom is the fetish priest. That is their job, and they serve as a mediator between the physical world and the spiritual world. How many times do you see Ghanaians going to worship Abosom during those times? There be a festival biaba. Na yen nyina ba ba festival no. Na yen nyina ba. Na ye chicha and nambi sorry, moja bi ni aye nneema. But the citizens, we don't worship. Who worship who? It is only the fetish priest that worship them. That worship the Abosom. Now we pay homage. Be an hour bosom ho. Na bosom no ope ba and ope bibi. Na bosom no aya de na ma. Then you go to pay homage. Okwa me se me pa chaw. Ade a wo ye ma mi me da wase. Na me di anyway anaye de ebro. It doesn't mean you are worshiping the God. Yenti ne ma se. So that how I will just put it. We don't understand, but yene no meka say nature eji yenu bi say yembra na yembe chire me ma ase. Don't put your trust in any God. Put your trust in yourself. Don't put your trust in any God. That God, a dog. Turn it. Reverse the God. It is DOG, God. You don't learn. You don't learn about the etymology of nothing. We just accept, say, God, there is God. Who worship God? I don't worship God. Nobody worship God. Kwame who said that white people see a 2 million way moon Africans. And on the my 2 million, you connect to nature, we connect to it with spirit. But we stop all those things. We believe in them that there is a supreme God, and we stop our ways and we try to follow that God. That was the downfall of Africans. That was our downfall. So today, if you want us to emancipate from mental slavery, if you want us to wake up, never put in your mind. When one can say, "Yo, nyame ba kubi wo ho," nyame ba ko ba ono ofin fa no bai. Menua, atesem. Enter make us say, believe is 50-50. We are not sure, but our ancestors, they know God. I don't speak about my personal experiences because that is so personal to me. And I don't want me can't say dem here and dem be call enquagim and dem here and I bomb home by na bibi. That is my personal experience. So I don't share my experience with God's. But me yetira me no me here no I saw a God. You don't want to go deep in your spirit. Me say you are spiritually inclined as a black man. You don't know who you are and you are worshiping an unknown God. That is why you are weak. That is why everything you what is your spirit? That is why you need help from pastors. That is why you need help from a Dunsifo. That is why you need help, because help, you know, it carries in you. The God is in you. So to heal, you can heal within yourself. Someone, but you go and pray to a supreme God. No, you don't know him. He hasn't existed. Only the wedding today will be and no, and a downfall. Instead of us to see the gods in us. Instead of us to see that, say, oh, the nyame bin put no boy, they are nyame no boy, you're different. And there's no one God who created anybody as the same. Oh boy, you're different. And it's before you're different from Mbrofuno. You're different. You can compare. Mama to I don't have to speak much. Munim say, you're different. It is a maybe I know boy, I will say that God is a just God. That God is a just God. Name God a prophet prayer book of your share be ho yin na yehu bibia, but we know that there are gods. So what? I'm not going to speak men kasa bebre me do see na e besa out to aso and the chire bae Jnana and believe in God. Yes, they might believe in God. God doesn't exist. God doesn't first human beings. Or boy, or they we don't need him. We don't need God. We don't worship God. We have ourselves. We need to worship ourselves and not God. So what you say? Mama yensuya de, mama yema ya adwene no, we are in the age of Aquarius. The age of what? Enlightenment. The age of research. Internet na wo no masa. Remember we can say Google where that will be. Google na wo no and brofo they take it from Google. But when you are doing the research, get it from different what? Different kind of places. Compare, contrast. You understand everything. Everything has been given to us. When you go into the spirituality world, I will say yes, nipa we have everything on our fingertips. Name adwene and I yet change it. And we are basing everything upon God. We are basing everything upon Onyame. Whilst we can do everything by the power given to us. Me worship God. Can worship Antwa. Listen and listen carefully. Me never worship God. That God will be now Brunina or nobody that Diana de pray and say there is a supreme God. No, me never worship it. Me never tuntumo. Me never worship no. Hey, Nyankopon, when I was there, me, I will go Antwa in there. I will worship Antwa. Antwa can change my life. I'm gonna make the real spirit they are within us. Then I'm saying, we can't even connect to them. And we are putting the praises to a God who doesn't exist. Mr. Jakum said, those guys preaching and promoting Indian deities in Ghana won't succeed. They are jokers. Exactly. He said it emphatically fact say, and the abosom are powerful. It may be debate, say, if you're abosom African gods, so or no he used it, I know, and I respect him. But if you believe and you know that our ancestors, the gods that were working with our ancestors, you know, they are powerful, they are, why are you worshiping or promoting Indian gods? That's the question. Why are you promoting Indian gods? Why are you people going to take Indian gods to Africa? Why are they taking Indian gods to Africa? Mania, Mama arguing that. Nina, never be a minimum because I know a personal thing. Now, before I make sure to say, I am going to reply him. No, people were calling me. I know what or your consultation fee. I know or the Indian gods need GNC. I know Massa and not yet and Yame and from home. So what's the wound, Shenyansa, and them Remu, Dre Morgan, I see you. And them Remu, so what's the wound, Shenyansa? Nasa, there is God within me and you. Yeah, you know, Yabu said there is God, God, you know, and doesn't mean a supreme being. If that you come to understand that God is within you, now God is not living upstairs there. India gods. If there is only one God on poor Jnana, why won't you consult that God direct? Not call India. I offer one gods. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody deceive you as an African. Don't let anybody deceive you as an African. So I say, I believe in God. And God, I will say omnipotent to what they are. The question I will ask him say, why won't he connect to the God straight, but he needs Indian gods? That means there is no one God. There are gods. On him, Jnana knows it. But when him baby say, oh, because say there is no God at all. African man, no, it will be hard for him to believe it. Anna, I know some people see me as Antichrist. I know some people see me as Mabodam. I know some people see me as, why am I saying there is no God? I don't know. Master, there is no God. And on to me, if he is even there, he has nothing with me. On to me, Bibiada. Me will to me since I'm God. No, me na make a chill. Me will to me since I'm God. No, because he never existed. I have break it down today. Me see there. Me my adwene enda ho. Say you was sumbia, mommy and fanso sum menu. Be good to your fellow person. Be good to the animals. Be good to the trees. And stop putting all your worship to God. Some God now come on that. Until me come be so insure. Wherever there are waters, the waters we drink some. Sa insure na ekwa yem pipe born waters mu, but we see the water as evil. We see the trees that give us oxygen as evil because we believe there is a supreme God be on the boss. It is hard time for you to see the trees, the water bodies as the supreme. Without the trees, you can't live. Without the water bodies, you can't live. Without animals, you can't live. Without human beings, you can't live. So we are gods. We are gods. So God now, baby, he is not coming to help you. When you are in need of food, what do? You go to the plant to ask for food. Does God give you food? No. So there is no God. But there are gods. And these gods are depicted everywhere we are living. I see God in my friends. I see God in the trees. So anytime I see river, I will pay homage to the river more than giving to an entity who he is described as he. What about she? What about she? Especially the girls that are going to church. If you read Corinthians 14 coming now, even in the Bible, it is telling you that a woman is not supposed to talk in the church. What are you girls doing in the church when you guys are not given the chance to speak? Bro. Me se me de kamen kwa, me mo obi anko asori. Your boss, Abraham Ben Moshe, baby biara obi afada me chia o. Your boss say, "Obekwa sorry, na emu ma wadwene enda ho." Me na shade me, I will tell you say, don't go to church. It's a waste of time. The church belongs to the old people. We should leave the church to the old people to go and have fun. Don't go to church and pay any money to anybody, because if you go to church, you are going to worship that God na yedema wono. Yet it worship it. The gods are within you. Catherine, we are gods and goddesses. And one of them is here, Catherine. What the enemy here? So, but say, one person, we are God and goddesses, and there is nobody called God. I know, say, Catherine, dear, what's my say, Mrs. Nanekuya, dear, on the Obian changing our journey. So, what I say, it's my journey in the hall. Mr. Ejekum said he once said Papa BT Oriemu. Wash. Mutimika said Papa BT Oriemu. Papa B, there is a man living in the sky. See all this. Master, remember I joined the whole thing concert. Papa Ben Oriemu. Ajay. Okwa sorry na that down ana papa bi tie wiem ana bompa ye kire Yesu bompa ye kire God empire be na oba kire God. If me say if there is a God that listens to prayers, Africa is still fucking poor. Say if there muka kire me say there is a God on the bow we are seeing na and on the creating human beings pepe there, and this God listens to prayers there, that God doesn't love Africa. Almost 90% of Africa, this big continent, we are Christians, and we have been praying since 1940. That God doesn't even listen to Africans. Minia, Mama, there is a man living in the sky. Papa biti yewemo na sa papa no ore na born ni o manyina me pa chaw sa papa no so when na born no mumbusa questions. You should ask questions. Sa papa biti yewemo ho. That's him. I don't want here. That's him. Papa biti yewemo ho. Papa Dominic, why late? Minia Papa biti suru hono. Ana sa papa no o cheche nioma. Ana sa papa no ni nyansemu okasa embrofu embra na embrofu should come and enslave our people. Sa papa no otesuru hono. E ka kire omo say me book no, I'm not going to give the book, the Bible to Africans, but I am going to give the Bible to you, these Europeans. Come and beat them. Come and rape the black people. Come and enslave them, and after that give them my book. That God is stupid. That God can't speak to black people. That God, he can never speak to black people. He can't give his book to black man. Hey, black man. Oh, the network is bad. Sir, culture. Is it okay? Culture, Ikechuku, any God who can only be properly understood via Hebrew and Greek is not a universal God. May I say Ikechuku? There is no God. Let's search for the gods that are situated in Africa. Maybe our ancestors did something that went wrong. We are still continuing. We are still doing the same thing. So you can say, we are still following their trend there. And they say, we don't get sense. We don't get sense. Now it's okay, may I say, brother, sound the break. Oh, is it okay now? Make sure say okay, see. So what you say? Eya dia broni ni be dada say you God be a ono ko na bo wi ase and nanom ejaye, and they started to research for that God. That is the downfall. And it's make say when you do ancestral veneration, go to my YouTube. I have taught how to pour libation. I have taught how to connect with spirit. I have taught how to connect with gods. You don't even know, and you are paying homemade worshiping different gods. And I say the omnipotent by your free fan by. He is an omnipotent God. He is an omniscient God. Are you sure? And he gave the audacity or say only Africans here, they are supposed to be enslaved. Hey, I don't need that God. Never in my life will I worship this wicked God. This wicked God who doesn't love blacks. Who doesn't love blacks? What are you telling me? What are you telling me? Minia, Jnana, I respect you a lot. Our ancestors, they believed. They believed. And the word believe is 50-50. And now homogeneous say, no man, we are saying, a boy, and even that is just a perception. They perceived. They perceived. That's not true. They perceived. So what you say? Intimania, we are Santini, we are Kani, we are Ibeni. If you are from in Nigeria, go back to your roots and learn your roots. Focus. Nanekuya say, connect with your ancestors. Set an altar for them. That's your way of life. Exactly. Exactly. You don't need to go to church. Now, hey. Sunday, you will go church. Monday, you will go church. Saturday, you will go church. That God need you all the time. That is why I said that you people are worshiping. Africans, we don't worship. We pay homage. So what you say? We don't worship. Why you all takakrebi wofie? If you need something, call upon your ancestors. They are our blood lineage. Your ancestors never die. They never die. When you are not going to connect with them. You are a black man from Africa. You are different. Go back to your roots. Go back and learn. What is my way? Stop following blindly. Stop. Stop following blindly. Hey. Nyanyong koku. Hey, where do you come from, Nyanyong koku? I should stop fooling myself. Brainwash nigga like you. Brainwash nigga like you. What do you want me to tell my people? That they should worship God? Or they should worship Jesus? Hey. Believe means you are now searching. Dominic Medasi. Believe means you are now searching. You are not even sure. That is 50%. 50%. No. They didn't believe. They know the gods. They know the gods. What they say God and Jesus, they are powerful. What they Benjamin? Say yes, these are the honest and the justice God. People are running away from our way of life, from our bosom because of what? Lies. I want to be kind of correct. And throw as of for no enter mo chan throw no that damono because bosom no won't be Jimmy obey you to because we can't even speak the truth because we are afraid of the truth. And you say, yeah, the command Yesu and obi be waje nkwa obi be waje won nkwa. And it's some concept now. Somebody came to die for us. No? He died in Africa. He never died for us. Mama arguing that. Mr. Pa. Yeah, arguing say, yeah, the margin ko echire na mo hu de ekọ. People are also there bringing Indian gods, bringing wine. Massa, you be Africa. Respect Africa. If there are gods, the gods are also in Africa. Why are we running away from our gods? And now say we can't speak the truth. You see, no correct and until we are running away. Remember na shady. Me hu no kore no. Me kwa no ma. Aseda ana bibi o se me yema me bosom nyina me kwakwaya mo mo. Mo de montra ho. Montra ho ana bosom ana the supreme God. Go to the supreme God, I will go to my bosom. Me na make a kire mo. Supreme God no, he is powerless. Grace, why don't you focus on your teachings and leave Christianity alone? Today it was based on Christianity. That's why I do my teachings on Thursdays. That is only my teachings about African spirituality. But today it was a reply to Jnana. So what you say? Jnana no kwa okasano or the Christianity be muka krasa. Yes, Christianity was used to enslave us. Jnana made it. Or say yes, Christianity and Islam was used to enslave us. And to Grace, I'm going to speak against Christianity because Christianity was a tool that was used to enslave us. You try to banish Christianity. Christianity is one of the fakest religion I've ever met. Christianity. Hey. The etymology of Christianity means Christian. You don't like Christian means stupid. Christian. Christian means a stupid person. You don't learn the etymology of words. Maybe sure then I'm say Christianity crumble just stupid no. Let me jaye. Grace, ye chama de mama adwene embrafie. What it? Mama adwene embrafie. Mama ready be. Boatin say nana keep. Boatin say and stop insulting why me that say Catherine. Hey, pretty gem. Long time pretty, my sister. Hey, who be everlasting? Who be everlasting? Mechiao, long time. Dre Morgan, I see you. Tulip, mechiao pa. Tulip, mechiao. Bibiara will be tulip, mechiao. I say fact, you can't mess with the gods. Exactly, you can't mess with the gods. But we have been messing with God. That's the difference. You don't want to buy. We have been messing up with God because even armed robbers, they are going to rob. A rapper is going to rape. He mentioned the name of God. And he does it and come home safely. Do you think this God exists? O dear, oh, quack, we are a dear, and now quack di oberia, but Nanantwadin said that Antoine, I am going to steal. You will see. This is the justice gods. We don't play with them. But because people are afraid of the truth and people now, people are not honest. And we are living with lies. And now we see lies as what? Kind of living. There be one another time, not intro and kind of your life. We didn't believe in lies because the gods were there. And to utantra, your friend we say, sipe ebe chow. Sipe ebe chow. So we lived truthfully with our gods, honesty with our gods. What do we see now? What do we see now at this juncture? We believe in a supreme God on a BBR, but still, you could Jimmy, we sin, you come out for, you say, God made us say. That God doesn't exist. That God is, even if he exists, or you're wicked, or you're wicked, or you're loving God. Never would that God be a loving God, or you're wicked God. Kwame said that's why the pastors are taking your money to be rich and you are poor. Exactly. They mention only God's name to you. They mention only Jesus' name to you. And they are taking your money. You will go to the church and they will tell you blessings upon you. But you will give the pastor physical money. Mama doing the whole. Mama doing the whole. Such churches, no, they are just duping you people. I feel so ashamed if I see my siblings going to church to pay money. Mama say, church, if you go to church, the pastor will tell you that God bless you. I receive the blessings. Receive. Receive. The pastor is only giving you receive the grace. But the pastor is taking your physical money. Now a culture will say there is a supreme God who is going to provide your need. But you are providing the need of the pastor. Hey. I don't know. Sanye Juma body no. Abebre. Adwene so wa ma wa adwene anye adwuma body no bebre ye be gimusika adadamu agemo masa. This is the year we need to wake up as black man. This ne mo be me dada. My fans mamu pama asem nyina mudi mechi me say obi abaka said there is God. Oye omnipotent no. On the boy we are singing now. Call me for a debate. Mo frame a debate. Me fans me the tour. Me say mo frame me for debate that there is no God. Me I can debate anybody on this earth. I can debate anybody on this earth that there exists no God. Obwa. Obwa and dada. CSF beka your boss beka. We one. So, I was saying, I mean, fast. I'm going to say, I'm going to shake in the bar. A bad teacher. A bad page, a bad page, as is here. A bad page, as is here. No, you know, back corners are more the paper. So, what I say? Shout out to CSF. CSF for life is for life. CSF till Satan must say God is a loving God. Not a God and this Satan by there. He's not a loving God. If he is a loving God and he loves us, he should love Satan. God should love Satan. It's CSF until God forgives Satan. So God is telling us to forgive our people 77 times 7 times. Yeah, God couldn't forgive Adam. Hey. God is a loving God. He is telling us to forgive our people. But that same God couldn't forgive Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Hey. Is this God a forgivable God? Is this God a loving God? Adam and Eve, when there were only 2 people, if there is a mighty God who is a loving God, now I say we should love our enemies. We should forgive our enemies. 77 times 7 when there were only 2 people, Adam and Eve, and they sinned against God. God couldn't forgive them. God didn't forgive only those 2 people, Adam and Eve, and you think God will forgive you? Hey. Mr. God couldn't forgive Adam and Eve. Only 2 people, no. One fine child, he sacked them. That God is so wicked. Hey, so wicked. Adam and Eve, he couldn't forgive them, but he's telling us to what? To forgive our enemies. You know why? Because our enemies, they wrote the book, and they know that there will be a time people like us will come out and we are going to revenge. And to know what true book in say, forgive 77 times 7. Maybe I bring you use if we are supposed to forgive 77 times 7 they are, and yet we want the loving God to forgive Adam and Eve, to forgive Satan, his enemies, to forgive Satan. No, I can't say what we say, forgive your enemy. But he, that loving God, no, he couldn't forgive his enemy. Marjorie Nyejuma. Marjorie no, Nyejuma. Now we say, a book we no be troye. A be not now on what from what I catch now and say, Onyankopon be on the boat we are singing now. Many are from and free hanoma. Gods. Let Africa search for our gods and forget about that omnipotent, omniscient, omnipotent God. Bibian was her. That is our downfall. CSF said Bamedase. Now said simple. Catherine said simple. That means my message have been understood. CSF as a bam. Kate as a bam. Simple. Message tabakope. Nanekuya 3 years to say bam. That means my message have been understood. The pacho, the American, no, multiple found quite a dream, na mumbusa questions. If Jnana now or catch and say, there is a supreme being, or no cross, I can say our gods of Africa are powerful. Maybe there's a question and say, if you know that our gods are powerful, why then are you going to India? My genuine mentias na metias yanswa mean me any day, and general, next say, the banana, me pacho. If you want a God, see the gods in everything that is surrounding you. So we say, God is what? The conscious, the highest conscious of a human being. And to Udru baby, maybe I'm to say, still no, am I an Aten? Yeah, me Aten. I'm in the adolescent. No, I'm not in the adolescent consciousness. Now I will say I'm in the conscious level. Menyandru say my ancestor. You don't even understand that we have even level of consciousness. You know, who do some consciousness be and no now a friend say you become a Buddha. Meaning I say you see he is a Buddha. Why? He has gotten to the consciousness bia I want for me worship no. You can be the same, you can be a Buddha, you can be a God. We don't understand. And yeah, this 2 minutes question will be our baby. Papa be titro. Papa be titro. Papa be. Papa be titro. It's really what Papa be. Meaning, if there is a God, the gods are in us. Let's pay homage to the plants, to the trees, to the water bodies, and to ourselves. Don't worship any God. Sunday we worship God. And to God no there be our worship no. Sunday be I have to go and worship that God. Now God assume tete no. Now God no if he exists at home. Now some for Africans. That God doesn't listen to the prayer of Africans. And to me, you're African here, go and search for your God. You want to pray or worship, go and search for your God. Why? Fact. If we were all with the gods, most of all these evil doings would happen. That's what they are afraid, my that's what they are afraid. Because going to the gods, yeah, the Jesus no God na Muhammad na Allah na never that die na Jimmy Kwan Jimmy sa minia oba hu de she knows what I'm speaking. If you become conscious, if you become consciously aroused, who know be say and never be so sad never crampo this e wi ase crampo kakrebi o kakrebi enya no ano no you can CSF enya no ano no you don't na kan enya no ano no but no there is no God, there is no supreme God, but there exist gods, and these gods were known by our ancestors. They didn't believe, but our ancestors believed there might be a creator who created everything. And on a concept omo Jnana say, be a obadi be wo boy, but they couldn't see that, and they never worship any obadi. Our ancestors, who the people that worship, are even the fetish priests. They are the people who worship the gods because they serve as mediator between the physical world and the spiritual world. They are the people who 24/7. I don't worship any bosom. Neither do you worship any abosom. Grace, the handles and pass. Listo. Mama Sita. Listo, ja. All right. Yes, me peace. Anyway, this was for peace, right? And to me, I'm Caribbean with the Bremen. Bibi bye. We will come down and then explain. If Jnana want to rebuttal, I am there. I give him the chance to rebuttal. And I made a free debate. Sana I have a panel. Free debate. Bringing the proofs, bringing everything. What you learned, I also bring mine. And then we all share ideas. Nyansa wo hoi eni ba akofo trim ebia de me make akrampo no obi enim seme said the Mr. Jekume kan no se sa who na me krampo me kire no sa one of the energies me I didn't even know and men be kase minim no de me minim no member de minim no I will not venture, but what I know I will bring it out. And Ikechu say I'm a god. That's it. Let's believe that we are gods. That is it. That is my mission. Let's believe that we are gods and there is no God up where helping your ass. No God is going to help your ass, my nigga. No God is going to help your ass. So wake your fucking ass up and work. Hombre, they have Cristianos and pass. Listo, mamacita. We are children of the sun. We are gods. We are what? The children of the sun. So we are gods. We are number son of God. Now, you say Jesus. We don't even understand. You say son of God. Son no S-U-N. We are no ember. You no blacks. We don't even learn. Kweku sa nana kweku sa meka say ye kire nyoma time na eni ho. Time na eni ho. E ka say ye kire nyoma ama wa be hu say wo ye nyame. Na wo kra no di na da wo so no e kire say you were born on a specific day for a specific God. We don't even understand. Get your fucking damn ass up, black man, and work. You think Jesus Christ is going to save your ass from not working? Do you think there is a supreme God whereby you pray? And if a prayer works, and a boy empire God be now we will all go straight to the God and ask for help. But Nyansa will say, common sense must teach you that even if there is a God, master, wake up your ass and go and work as a black man. During the time of slavery, no, that God didn't save us. Neither did Jesus, nor Allah, nor Muhammad. Nobody saved our asses up. But we were enslaved, we were brutalized, we were raped. And you tell me to worship a God who couldn't help my people. And you're in a shady. I think I may worship a God. I worship Antoine. I worship Tano. You show me respecting Organa Tano. Who names a Tano Pone Boate Chiman? You don't even know that our gods help us to defeat people. Our gods are evils. Evil for the way. If there is evil, a God and Jesus. They are the evil people that ever existed, even if they existed. We go back to our roots. Na yenko suya yene de na yenjai say yene na for de na obia de ane afa sise kwa no India gods are even in Ghana. Wa shade bi but some say African one gods no them be what? They not be powerful or what? We not try before. What they say me they ujimi am me de anto be kum ha me bet show say our gods are powerful. What they want ho work and effort. Kate Medase. Boating down say congratulations, Medase. Charlie, you know the name has always been Nana Shady. You can call me Evangelist Nana Prayer and I will respond. I am an evangelist for my ancestors. So what you say? Me pacho YouTube no so I set up Nana Shady and I Shady's Media GH. Subscribe. Now you church spirituality, you church no kurano nananum edijay because all stories were written by our oppressors and the stories it favored them. Almost said any evil. This is the time we are going to show the world that ours is the right way. We are not religion. And now we are not religious. We are spiritually inclined. And spirituality gave birth to religion. And creative religion. Don't let anybody deceive you that you are religious. And Christianity started from Africa. That one day I will come to only that. Christianity never started from Africa. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody deceive that Christianity started from Africa. We have nothing called Christianity in Africa. It was a way of what? Life or spirituality. The name has always been Nana Shady. I love you all. Bye. no God, no Jesus, no Allah, no Muhammad. Ningina a fake.